Kicking off this episode with news that I couldn't fit on the last video. So news about Esposito recovering and Della Vega's new skill, etc. Pause and peruse at your leisure. We go into the match at Elland Road against Arsenal. So this was going to be a decent test, and in fact it was a decent test. It was keenly contested match, as you'll see. Larson making progress, forced down the side, couldn't find a way through the centre as Arsenal's defence was tight. In the end, Vaca with a header from a Larson cross over the bar, underneath it, not troubling anybody really. She's got too much underneath that and over the bar she goes. Arsenal now working the ball forward from the goalkeeper through their defenders on the far side, stroked along the floor, and then forward looking for Aubameyang, who smacks in a shot and hits the woodwork. Really thumped that one. He caught that one full on, didn't he? Smacked off the post. Lucky there for us. Lucky Leeds United stay 0-0. But that man Aubameyang's going to be we're going to need to keep him tightly marshalled. Larson gets the ball in. In the end it finds its way to Yalal, who smacks in a shot left footed, but that catches a defender, I believe. We kept the pressure on, and eventually round just outside their area they made a rash challenge on Vaca, and the referee booked him. And so we took the free kick, which deflected off the top of the wall, as you can see. Just didn't get the elevation on it, and they didn't get the direction across to the post, toward the post enough. Anyway, from a corner, Lavera now to Chalobah. Get the ball inside to Yalal, trying to wriggle round and find some room. Eventually it gets the shot away, but comfortable for the keeper. But the Arsenal defenders were really switched on, as they are now, trying to look for room centrally, and we can't get any. And eventually, they win the ball, we win the ball back, we get the shot away. But very, very tightly marshalled around that edge of the area there, not giving us any room, and trying to construct things wide as well. But as you can see, centrally, they're not giving us an inch really. But regardless, we break, get the ball into the box, have another shot. So Lavera with the cross, chested down and hit. But 43 minutes gone, neither team has registered on the scoreboard just yet. And now we rob them, and we have registered 1-0 to Leeds United, courtesy of Vaca, from an innocuous situation really, but the defender caught, not paying attention, no communication with the goalkeeper. Where was man on? Just shout it out, but we don't care, we profit. I mean, that's what we want, Leeds United to score at Elland Road, but what were they doing? No communication. Who told him there was a man on? Maybe he knew? Question mark? Don't know. Either way, he's robbed, and that's in the back of the net. That is a terrible mistake. Just too casual. Too casual on your own the edge of your own 6-yard box. 1-0 to Leeds United at the break. Mikel Arteta will probably make his feelings very well known at that defensive calamity. What a howler. 65 minutes we have to go to, because this second half was very tight between us. There was nothing doing. So 65 minutes we jumped to after the break, and eventually Aubameyang gets a shot away, but he is well marshalled, as I said that we need to do. And he couldn't get a clean strike for our defensive awareness. And again, Aubameyang, well marshalled, has to go away before he turns and gets the shot away. And even then, it's deflected, cutting a frustrated figure. Satalo and Lukumi in tight attendance to I can't say his name, Aubameyang. From the corner, they get the header away, it's wide. Tiepo's goal kick, flicked on and headed on and mopped up by the Arsenal defence. Spread to the far side. Trying to work it away from us, away from our pressuring. And eventually they do, up to that man Aubameyang, who takes it down. Tries to turn, is well marshalled but gets lucky. Gets the shot away, but another deflected one. He must be very frustrated. We're not giving him room to breathe, which is good. And the header there, just wide, going away from the other side to the other far post area, but drifting wide. Again, Aubameyang marshalled as the chip ball looking for him is headed away by the Leeds defenders. Doing a good job on Aubameyang today. A great ball forward, really good strike, and the keeper makes a very good save. Great voltage on it, really good direction, really pleased with the through ball, really pleased with the taking by the striker, and really pleased with the strike. Escobar with an effort, a rare effort for Escobar. Great save from Tiepo from this free kick. Tiepo has made that Arsenal player's universe implode. What a save that is. And then wide from another set piece from Arsenal. Tick-tock on the clock, 88 minutes. Arsenal trying to play the ball out from the back as we were attacking. Have to go back first. And this time they can come forward down this near side. Escobar in tight attendance, forcing them to go back. Tick-tock. They keep the ball under another couple of challenges. And Aubameyang this time manages to get a clean strike, but that is too far out. And Tiepo gathers, and then the referee blows his whistle. So it's not 1-0 to the Arsenal, it's 1-0 to the Leeds United. Vaca taking advantage of a defensive lapse. Just what was the defender doing? Falling asleep, and Vaca profited, and Leeds take 3 points. And then we play Arsenal, Aston Villa. Did I actually put the? I might have to insert the scores, because I don't believe I put the scores in. So I'm going to carry on recording my voice, but I might have to reinsert. So it might seem a bit weird, but I've noticed I didn't put the results in, so I'm going to have to do that before I finalise this video. Anyway, Aston Villa at Villa Park. And as always, I'm going to question if that is the name of it. I can't see them changing the name of Villa Park. But you know what it's like with sponsorships, it's all mad, innit? Destroying the tradition of football in this country, which I don't like. So I'm going to call it Villa Park. It's Villa Park. It probably is. I don't think they would allow it to be called anything else. Anyway, Oscar Rodriguez with a free kick just over. And then we get another free kick. 28, I think that, is that 29 metres or 28? Because I had one a bit ago that I didn't put on this from this game. And I think that was 29 metres and I just messed it up. But that's 28 metres, I think, and I bagged it. So I'm really delighted with that, because I've been having a bit of a tough time with my free kicks. So yeah, I was happy with that. Let me tell you, I was happy with that. In she goes, 1-0 to Leeds United, and that is half time. Unai Emery will have a chat with the lads. Former Arsenal manager, of course, and he's done very well in Europe, hasn't he, Emery? I think he'll do great things at Villa. Get them where they need to go, or where they want to go. Anyway, back in video game land, Guy makes it 2-0 to Leeds United. Love that. I'm using advanced through ball, and I think I've mentioned before I don't use pass assists, and I haven't done for years. But I love the freedom that PES gives. So when it's not manipulating things, when you can play, I love the freedom that PES gives. It's unmatched when it works. And that advance through ball to Guy as he tucked it away was, I enjoyed that. Let me tell you, I enjoy passing in this game. I really do. If you take all your assists off, I'm using advance through ball and no pass assists, and I love the freedom it gives. It's so enjoyable. But anyway, back to the game. We're 2-0 up, and having a go at Aston Villa. Let me tell you, we were having a go. I think they were a bit lucky to only be 2-0 down, to be honest. But here they are. That's a lovely ball by them, speaking of passing. And that is a terrible shot. Terrible, Mr. Douglas Luiz. I would be berating my player if they had that time and space and they didn't hit the target. And I do berate my players if they've got, that kind of time and space and make a mess of it like that. But hey ho, at least it's still 0. Another shot by Villa. They came on a bit stronger toward the end of the game here, which you'll see. So tick-tock, 80 minutes on the clock. Ball forward by Villa. What a ball this is. I didn't think that he was going to have the time to make that pass under the pressure that he was, but he did. And he did it really, really well. And Pedro just had a simple tap into the net then. What a pass it is. Coming from that challenge and then being able to make that pass under that kind of pressure as my defender got across there. And he did it with perfect weight. Just left Pedro with a simple task of putting it past Diepo, which he did. 2-1. Is that too late for Villa? As Leeds United build something again with the full manual passing, the weight that you can do. What I don't like with PES is, and of course, from the construction of that move, we have a good effort on goal and their keeper does really, really well. What I'm going to say is that what I don't like about PES is when you've got your full manual passing and you don't put that much weight on the pass and the game manipulates it and makes it go, or it'll choose somebody else to be the recipient who can't get there. Those things, if those things were fixed, and that's all I ever wanted with PES is for the good bits to work and it to work properly and not be interfered with and not be manipulated. Because when it goes well, it's really enjoyable. But anyway, you can see from the stats there, we take 3 points, so a good 2 matches for us. 1-0 against Arsenal and 2-1 against Villa, and I'll need to remember to put the results in. So there are the results from the Villa game. I'll see you soon. Take care.